What is up, everyone? Welcome back to All Takes No Whiffs. I am Alex, and that is Christian. And for this video, we'll be recapping the Anthony Joshua versus Jermaine Franklin fight this past weekend. Pretty solid fight overall. Anthony Joshua did what he needed to do. And I'm really looking forward to where Anthony Joshua is going next because there's a few fights that could be set up from this.
Yeah, this was definitely a good bounce back fight for Anthony Joshua. Back to back losses to Alexander Usyk. Obviously, uh, he leaves those two, and it was noticeable after the second one. He was frustrated. So, nice bounce back in beating Jermaine Franklin. He beat him by unanimous decision. Scorecards obviously pretty wide. You can argue they should be wider, but I think this was a nice showing for AJ. Kind of like how I called it though. I felt like he was going to play it safe, go for the decision, and obviously here we are.
Yeah, the beginning of the fight, first round, was kind of basically them just feeling each other out. Really wasn't too much going on in the beginning of this fight, too. Anthony Joshua really just did what he needed to do to get this done. Franklin, I think he's just not on Anthony Joshua's level. I know he wanted to come in here and make a statement, but Anthony Joshua just levels above him, I feel like. Jermaine Franklin's still super solid, but Joshua, I definitely think won probably. I would say maybe 10 of these, 11 around or 11 of these rounds, it really wasn't that close of a fight. I don't see it being 117, 111. That was a little too close in my opinion.
Yeah, 100% agreed. But to be honest, even though he dominated Jermaine Franklin like this, it's not like I was crazy impressed with anything Anthony Joshua did. He just really relied on his jab. Kind of reminded me of his rematch against Andy Ruiz. And I just, it didn't show me anything like that he's like a level above where he was before. I know he improved from the first Usyk fight to the second one, but regarding this fight, I didn't see anything crazy. So as far as potential matchups for him, I don't know how I could say he would fare against him.
Kinda get into that. I mean, there's not really too much to talk about with this fight. I mean, Joshua, it honestly kinda was a little bit of a boring fight till about the 10th round. 10th round was absolutely lit, actually, but both guys were throwing shots. But Anthony Joshua will be moving on to some bigger and better fights. I know that the money will be coming in all these fights. Anthony Joshua is all about the money. We know that too. But who are you looking forward to him fighting next? I know there's 3 names out there that have been thrown around.
I know he said he'd take that 70-30 against Tyson Fury for another chance at a title, one that he hasn't held yet in the WBC. But I it's just kind of tough to say. I don't really see Anthony Joshua getting 30% in a split. Like I know Tyson Fury's the champion. I know he's calling for that. Anthony Joshua is just one of the biggest pulls in boxing, biggest draws in boxing, excuse me. And even bigger than Tyson Fury, to be honest. Like he just draws way more consistent numbers than he does. So that's interesting to me. I don't think it's a big deal if AJ wants that title shot. Negotiate how you want. But if not, I would love to see him match up against Deontay Wilder. I feel like that's just a long overdue fight. Definitely not a fight that's going the distance.
Oh yeah, that fight would definitely not go the distance. I am not wanting him to see Dillian White. That was the third person that I was referring to. I know Dillian White is kind of called out Anthony Joshua a little bit too, but I don't want to see that fight at all. I think it's Fury or Wilder, and I'm with you. I kind of want to see Wilder more than Fury.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just kind of sick of Tyson Fury's drama. He should be making that fight with Usyk, and I'm not really too focused on that, even though it would be a good fight in my opinion. A huge fight for the UK, of course, but AJ versus Wilder, I feel like stylistically, it's just interesting because you got AJ who, with really good power. Obviously, we've seen him box in multiple styles, try to outbox an opponent. He's trying to impose his will on somebody, and I just it's a really good matchup, I think, against Wilder because I think he could definitely do damage against Wilder. But we all know what Wilder brings to the table. He's got that one punch power that would honestly send AJ into another realm if he got caught bad with it. That's how I honestly feel about that matchup. But it's something I would love to see anyways because I think it could go either way.
Oh yeah, and regardless of that, I think the heavyweight division has been in a pretty good place for the past couple years. I think it's going to be in a good place for the next few years now. We got a lot of great names up there. Anthony Joshua, I wouldn't say is leading the way, but is one of the names leading the way. So we'll be really nice to see how this heavyweight division plays out here for the rest of the year. But if you're looking forward to any of those fights, we'll be previewing them anytime that they happen when they're finalized. I know that there was a big fight that got finalized today. Hopefully, nothing will set this back, but Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford is finally set for June 17th. Can't wait for that. We'll be previewing that too, and probably we'll have a lot more stuff with that fight too. So subscribe if you want to see what we have to think about all those fights coming up.
Oh yeah, and if you'd like, leave a comment down below what you want to see next from Anthony Joshua. Definitely has a few options, so definitely would like to hear what you guys want to say. And if you guys want, check out our social medias above me. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, or Facebook, all at the same thing. And looking forward to any thoughts you guys leave in the comments down below. But until then, peace.
Peace.